What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with another Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 Skalgrim Mod Skirmish. Now, this time, in keeping with the various experiments we've been doing, one of the comments in the previous episode made me remember something, and that something is Ork carriers. Now, for those of you who remember multiplayer in the vanilla, Ork carriers used to be ludicrously good. Like, they used to be so obnoxiously overpowered that their overuse in multiplayer caused the devs to nerf carriers into the ground. If anybody remembers that time, the devs hit carriers not with a nerf bat, but more with like a nerf cyclonic torpedo. They made carriers worthless. Like, they were turned into absolute garbage, to the point that they were essentially unplayable. Then afterwards, the devs relented and then half unnerfed them, putting carriers back into the state that we currently have. And that was all because of the nerfed boys, which is the Ork carrier spam, because the Orks are able to bring out a lot, and I mean a lot, of very cheap launch bays. I mean, 56 points for 2 launch bays, pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. I mean, this is a little bit more evened out in the Skalgrim mod, I will grant, but this is still a pretty cool sort of fleet, because every single one of these ships, we have 5 battleships, Dreadnought Urdunkies, and 5 of the Basha Urdunkies, they all have boarding torps as well as launch bays. So that is a ton of troop capacity that you should be able to get to the enemy fleet. The only problem there is actually getting that troop capacity to the enemy before they reach you, because these ships are basically unarmed. The Bashas basically just have launch bays and torpedo launchers, and these guys do have the guns, artillery, and mega zaps up front, but that's it. They are very undergunned for what they are, so as soon as the enemy gets to you, the only thing you could really do is, you know, ram and board them, which the Orks would appreciate, don't get me wrong, but you better hope that you've done enough damage with your carriers. So I'm really curious to see how effective this sort of thing is in the Skalgrim mod. We're going to jump into it. I've decided to go for the Death Skulls and give them the sneaky Ludas. Each Ork troop damage inflicts a loss of 30 health points to the targeted enemy ship. I'm not 100% sure whether this actually works with carriers, but I'm really hoping that it does, and it does apply to Ork all ships. It does say Ork troop damage. It doesn't say boarding action or assault action. It just says troop damage. So hopefully this works for everything. And then, of course, we went for Shocking Zap because we have a bunch of battleships with zap cannons. In addition to that, we have a Rocket Nosy to identify the enemy, as it is a carrier fleet, and a Stasis Bomb to hopefully prevent them from getting to us as fast as possible. Let's go. The nerfed boys. Let's see how nerfed you are. Now we're against the Adeptus Mechanicus, who don't have very good troops themselves, but do a decent amount of damage at long range. Kind of interesting. Let's do it. Not a great matchup for the enemy in general if we were to fight them up close. Like, if we were to bring a Space Hulk or a bunch of Ork battleships that are meant to go up close and kill everybody with the magic of carrying and stuff, by which I mean a bunch of guns and such, this would go very poorly for the Adeptus Mechanicus. But in this case, if they're able to use their like Omega artilleries and stuff like that, they should be able to do damage to us from a distance earlier than other fleets would be able to. I mean, who else would we want to go up against? Would we want to go up against a natural enemy of the Orks, like, you know, Orks and Necrons, or Orks and Imperial Navy, or Orks and other Orks? Damn Orks, they ruined the wall. For anybody who didn't get what I was going for there. Anyway, AdMech, I'm perfectly fine with that. Random is random. Let's see how many carriers they brought. Alright, here come the Orks, looking nice and blue for once. Although, of course, green is best. Unfortunately, they don't need to be red because we don't need to move very fast. Although I suppose we could try kiting with this fleet. I'm not super into it right now. What I am into is launching tons and tons of boarding torps and fighters. And what we'll do is make you guys go in separate groups. Like, you guys are gonna be group 2, you guys are gonna be group 1. And everybody, well, you guys are going to be in reload because you have no other stance. We'll set you to brace when you're up close. And then you guys are going to be in lock-on for now, and you're going to switch later. This will mean different fighter launches. Wait. Or do we just set you guys up forward? So, no, you know what? Maybe we will... You know what, set you to brace for now. I have an idea. What we should probably do is use these cheap ships as a sort of extra tanks in front of the battleships. Send them forward when the enemy is like past the halfway point so that these guys die while these guys can keep firing. Hopefully by then they will have used all of their complements of torpedoes. Yeah, I like that plan. Alright, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Group 1. Launch that Grot Rocket Nosy, and oh, it looks like the enemy is bringing a decent amount of fighters of its own. Let us launch some defensive fighters then. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I think they're heading this way.
What you want?
Let's hope that we have enough fighters. So you know what? I should have braced these guys too. Maybe jump the gun a little bit on the lock-on. After these guys are done with the fighting, we're going to send the fighters to the enemy ships, not as assault boats, because we want to launch those boarding torps. And as soon as they're starting to fight... Well, I think we should have enough fighters to take care of this. Unfortunately, the enemy does look like it has brought nearly a carrier fleet of its own. Or maybe that is fortune. Maybe that is kind of interesting. I didn't want to fight the Necrons because, you know, fighting the Necrons with carriers is just, you know, you lose. You just plain lose. Ooh, that was a cool little formation. Damn. And, yeah, I think we're okay here. Look at that ball of fighters and stuff. It's nice. It's nice. Now, you guys are going to recall fighters now, all of you. Group 1 and 2. You recall fighters as well, please. And then we'll launch them at the enemies. Alright, here we go. Here we go. What do we have here in terms of... Ooh, do we have another Grot Rocket Nosy? No, we don't. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, begin Daka Daka. Come on, launch the other one, please. And 5, and then we'll go... 1, 2, 3. I have no idea which ones are which. Now that you guys are going in, let's go board... Oh, you guys are going to launch boarding torps in this general direction, and I don't know whether there are more ships over here. I hope that there are, because otherwise it isn't going to work so well. And I don't want to wait too long with the boarding torps, because like these guys have 4 sets, and we definitely want to use them. Oh, did I not use all of the fighters? 2 left, eh? Well, more fighter bombers on this Admiral over here. Alright, and let's get another Grot Rocket Nosy attached to these guys. Aha, there is another ship over here, so there very well could be more here. Oh, although it looks like the this thing passed it. Oh, man, some of the torps are going to miss. Oh, well. It's okay. We do still have the stasis bomb available.
Wings ready.
We'll send boarding torps out here then next. Alright, how are we doing? How are you doing, fighters? You're moving away to hit a few boarding torps of the enemy. Okay. I really wish they wouldn't all do that. Like, you're wasting so much time just to knock those out of the fight. Come on, guys. And again, I was about to say you're better than that, but then I was like, well, then again, you're orcs, so... let's launch boarding torps this way. Maybe a little bit more like that. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with that. Oh, they're gonna hit us with Nova Cannons, and it's gonna be too late to do anything about it. You guys... Oh, hello, what do we have here? A Mars-class carrier. No wonder they looked like they had a decent amount of fighters. Alright, boarding torps. Unfortunately, our fighters do appear to be superior in this particular case. In fact, I'm tempted to... You know what? Let's do this. And let's recall our fighters. We need to, I think, get some boarding ships out. Fortunately, we also have our zap cannons. Oh, I forgot to talk about the upgrades. So I took the zap cannon slowdown. Oh wait, no, I did talk about the upgrades. The zap cannon slowdown ability to keep the enemies as away from us as possible. And now you guys are all going to launch regular fighters as well as regular torps in a few seconds. These are looking pretty good thus far, at least against the AdMech. And, oh, it looks like they're launching some troop ships over here. You guys are trapped now, so you're going to take a lot of damage to our, to our torps, to our regular torps now. Right, I want to save some other torps for the, right there. Alright, you guys, don't go ahead yet, but I'm going to send you ahead soon. Then all of you launch fighters. And then I guess assault boats. And then one of you launch fighters. And then maybe another one of you launch fighters. And then a couple of assault boats. I think we should have launched enough fighters by now. Oh, damn it, the thing ended right before the torps got there. Oh, well. You guys, get ready to launch regular torps of this blob over here. Right there. Hopefully that'll hit them. You guys, get ready to move forward. And you know what? I don't want to get hit by the Nova cannons on the smaller ships. You guys can go forward now. You're almost out of your complement of troops and corps as well. So you could just go in, try to do some damage. And smashy, smashy, beautiful. And boardy, boardy as well. Oh, damn, I forgot how fast these guys move. Alright, you guys are trapped in here, but that's okay. How are we doing now? Oh, look at the borders they got through to the Mars-class carrier. Alright, other sacrificial ships get to it. You have one more set of torps ready. So doing a decent job, good. Board the ship, why not? We still have fighters protecting us as well. Speaking of, wait, you are needing to repair. You have another stasis bomb available. Let's get these guys, and let's get them on borders and then borders. And then we can hit boarding torps on, well, do we really need to hit you with boarding torps? I don't know, maybe not. But I'm gonna anyway, as soon as these guys are dead. Yeah, you get some more borders right here. There we go, and let's launch some regular torps at the Mars-class carrier. The Mars-class carrier is having a terrible day. How are we doing out here, by the way? 35. Yeah, this is looking pretty damn decent. Minus the fact you're badly hurt. You're gonna need a... You know what? Let's rally it. Rally it. And let's set this up over here. Yeah, it's very hard to bring enemies down with... without any real ability to do physical damage via artillery and that sort of stuff. But I think otherwise we're doing pretty damn decent. You guys move in, get ready some more boarding actions in there. In fact, maybe move over here and board these guys. Speaking of boarding these guys, do you guys want to recall your fighters maybe? They're still doing a very decent job over here. I just want them to board all this. You have one set going over here. You know what, board this, and then board this as well. You guys,
Move that junk.
Move it in. Move it in. What is this? Oh, cute, cute. I don't know why the AI bothered with that. Board this, although I think you're pretty much dead. And I guess you guys can board this, and then you can board this. And, oh, the big red button is still on? Very nice, very, very nice. Oh, man, the Orks are just so fun to play. Go to 0 and auto-engage, and then cancel order. If you can ram it a few more times, I'd be real happy with that. But yeah, considering all our battleships are more or less unharmed, I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out. When the enemy don't really have much of an answer to your carriers, this is very, very strong. Let's send some fight-a-bombers now. Fight-a-bombers, fight-a-bombers, fight-a-bombers. And what do we have? We still have torps and boarding torps. Launch them in the general direction. In fact, wait for this to end and then launch them. And we're still firing our zap cannons this entire time as well. They're not doing a crazy amount of damage, I'll admit. But, yeah. I mean, to be fair, this is basically a carrier fleet versus carrier fleet. And it looks like we're the superior carrier fleet. I mean, they did bring their Mars-class carrier.
Yeah.
And they did bring a Dictator, which has 4 launch bays now. Yeah, very nice. I don't know what other ships they have because they're dead. Alrighty, I'll launch a couple borders over here. Let's say one set of borders here, and let's go one set of fight-a-bombers here, and then we can launch... Oh, and no, we can't launch because we have done it. A very, very nice. Ooh, and a very pretty map as well with the sun there. I'm actually really happy with this experiment. I'm probably gonna use this fleet again in another battle. Maybe not next time, but maybe another time, just to try it out against various other factions. You have a lot of fun with Orky fighters. I can't wait to try this sort of thing out in massive battles, but also in the campaign, in the Chaos/Orc campaign, but unfortunately that's all there is for today's skirmish sort of thing. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. Stay tuned for more of this nonsense, and thanks for watching.